Hey, Spencer, I bet you're pleased work's over. Will you be coming straight home?
Rose, listen, babe. I'm real sorry.
What's wrong? Did they give you overtime again?
And my coworker Katie called in saying her kid was sick today. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get away anytime soon.
Katie? She was the one with the little boy, right?
Yeah, that's her. Apparently her son has a fever and won't stop coughing. There's a good chance she has whatever it is too. The last thing we need in our hands is another pandemic. I never want to hear the word lockdown again. Long story short, she took the day off.
Oh, I see. I can't say I'm not disappointed with that being Christmas week and all. I know you work in a care home, but I thought you said your hours would be going down around this time. I prepared a huge dinner for us.
I'm so sorry, babe. They were supposed to be reducing our hours, but we had so much unexpected crap pop up over the last few days you wouldn't believe. I'll tell you what, I'll definitely get off early tomorrow. I wouldn't miss Christmas Day with you for the world.
Really? But how do you know you'll be able to? Won't Katie still be off?
Well, there's a will, there's a way. Leave it with me.
I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, sweetie. I've been working hard on my end too, you know. Something tells me this Christmas year's dinner will blow your mind. Get excited.
Cool, I can't wait.
You have been really busy lately, though. What exactly is it? Is everything okay?
Oh, you know, just some things here and there. Anyway, aren't you going to be pretty busy yourself? I remember you saying things pick up for you at work around New Year.
Sure, but I've been carefully planning out my schedule since last month to make sure we still have plenty of us time. This is going to be our first New Year together since getting married after all. It'd be a crime not to enjoy it to the fullest, and it'd be such a shame to have what should be a special time ruined by some boring old work. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Anything on New Year's Eve? You said you were gonna message your mom.
Yeah, about that. It's looking like I probably won't get the day off.
What? Work again? But I thought you were supposed to be finishing up on the 28th.
That was the plan, but things have changed. Katie being off threw a huge spanner in the works. Best case scenario, I'm in till late evening. I can't guarantee I'll make it back in time for the celebrations.
I see. Does that mean we're not going over to your mom's anymore?
I hate to say it, but yeah, I told her we're not going to be able to make it this year. Sorry, babe. I could hardly expect you to go on your own.
I guess you're right. It might have been a little awkward with just me there. Don't get me wrong, I think your mom and dad are great. They're super kind, but I'm still kind of nervous around them.
Right? How about you go back and see your own folks for New Year's instead?
Wait, what? You mean we're gonna spend it apart?
What choice do we have, babe? Best case scenario, I get home late. Worst case scenario, I don't make it back till you're fast asleep. Wouldn't you rather be with your parents instead of waiting around for me on your own when I might not even make it in time? You'd be bored and lonely. I'd feel bad.
I could always do a big clean to keep myself occupied.
Nah, let's save that for my next day off. We could do it together. It'll be fun.
Your next day off? Yeah, right. You don't get days off anymore, even when you're supposed to. The boss ends up calling you in.
That's cool. My next day off will be fine. Katie should be back by then, so they'll have everything covered without me.
Won't you be sad? I was so looking forward to us spending our first New Year's together.
Sure I will, but I'll still have a big smile on my face when I think about how we're going to spend the rest of our lives together. I'll never let you escape, babe. I hope you know that. You're mine forever.
I guess.
It's always next year. I'll make sure we definitely spend it at my folks' house then. And we'll celebrate with twice as much beer to make up for the lost time. It makes way more sense for you to spend it with your mom and dad this time around. You know, they'd love having you there. Besides, they're not going to be around forever, you know?
That applies to your parents too, Spencer.
Exactly. That's why we should make the most of the time we have with our folks while we can. So how about it, honey cheeks? Turn that frown upside down and go see your folks, okay?
Fine. I'll spend New Year's at my mom and dad's place then. I guess I may as well make the most of it and get my mom to teach me how to cook her famous roast.
That's the spirit. I've never tried your mom's roast, but I gotta admit, I start salivating every time I hear you talk about it. My mom's cooking, on the other hand, Sucks. She always uses ready-made stuff.
But she buys quality, right? Is it really that different to making it from scratch?
You bet it is. You'll see when you try my mom's roast next year. I can't wait, babe. Next year's New Year is going to be a blast.
Hold your horses, sweetie. It's a little while away yet. Let me know if anything changes with work, okay? Who knows? Maybe there will be a miracle and we'll still be able to make it to your mom and dad's place in time. You know, to watch the countdown together.
Sure thing. You said it yourself though, babe. It's like a miracle. I'd love it if we could, but don't get your hopes up.
Spencer, you're late again today.
Are you still mad about Christmas Day? Come on, babe. I apologize for that already.
But you promised to make it home on time. Not only were you late, but you didn't even message me. Did they confiscate your phone at work now? I was so worried. I thought maybe you got into an accident or something.
I know it was wrong of me, babe. I'm sorry. I was so focused on trying to get everything done early, I lost track of time and forgot to check my phone.
So that's why you didn't reply to my messages?
Sorry.
As if that wasn't bad on its own. You didn't even eat any of the Christmas dinner I slaved for hours over a hot stove to cook. Do you have any idea how many weeks of preparation went into that?
I had no appetite because I was so tired. It was the middle of the night when I finally got back. Please, babe, can we just move past this already? I know I should have let you know, but even if I did, I had no choice but to stay late. Work is work, what can I do? To be honest, I'm kind of getting sick of you whining at me for stuff I have no control over.
What do you expect? Broken promises are a daily occurrence with you these days. I feel like I can hardly believe a word you say anymore. Looks like I'm gonna be doing this big New Year cleanup on my own.
What do you want me to do? God, you're such a pain in my backside lately. What happened to you? What do you want from me, woman? Should I tell my boss to stick it up his ass and lose my job? I'd have nothing but free time then. Is that what you want, huh? Is it? Speak to me like You speak to me like you're my freaking mom. I'm doing my best to put bread on the table and all you do is complain.
I have a job of my own, you know. It's not like I don't work hard myself. We both put bread on a table because we both work full time. It's a team effort, or at least it's supposed to be. Sure, when things are hectic for one of us, the other should be there to offer support. I get that. But you've been leaving me to do all of the housework by myself for months now. You do know I do literally everything around the house, don't you? I know there's no way you haven't noticed.
I'm heckin' busy, Rose.
And once again, Spencer, so am I. Do you have any idea how jam-packed my schedule was from last month until just before Christmas? I crammed everything into the halftime. It normally takes me so me and you could spend the holiday season together.
Mine and your jobs are not the same, babe. I can't believe it even compare them.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a well-known fact that men work at least 10 times harder than women. What's the problem with you doing a little housework here and there if you have more free time than me? You said it yourself, it's supposed to be a team effort, but you seem dead set on making me play solo. Why am I even wasting my breath? You just don't get it.
Jesus, Spencer. Is there really any need to speak to me like that?
You're the one acting belligerent. Would it kill you to be there to support your husband while he's out working back-breaking hours to bring home the bacon? Would it, huh? Huh?
Please calm down. I want to be there to support you, but you only come home to sleep these days.
What the heck's wrong with that? Obviously, I'm going to spend less time at home when things are crazy at work.
I don't mind picking up the slack at home when you're busy with work, Spencer. That's not what upsets me. What upsets me is the fact that you don't even seem to care. You speak to me with such coldness and disdain, I feel like I barely recognize you anymore. What happened to the kind, loving man I married?
I'm right here, babe. It's me, your big girly teddy bear. I'm doing this because I care. I'm super grateful for you doing the housework. I thought that was obvious, but I guess I have to actually tell you. Jeez, I've almost been married a whole year now. I thought you'd understand me by now.
You never used to speak to me like dirt.
God damn it, here we go again with the victim bullshit. I can't take any more of this. Fine, I'm the bad guy and everything wrong with your life is my fault. Happy now?
That's not what I'm saying. Seriously, Spencer, what's going on with you? Did something happen?
Nope, I'm bound to run out of patience eventually when you constantly harp on at me about Christmas like this.
No, it's not just Christmas. Something about you changed before that.
No way, you're imagining it. God, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that. To tell you the truth, babe, I'm hella stressed working all these hours. I let my emotions get the better of me.
You're bound to be stressed out working this much. You're only human. It's not healthy to overdo it like this. You haven't had a day off in months.
You're right. Sorry, babe, I'm calm now. Listen, I think I can book a day off early next year, so let's make some time to spend together then, okay? Let's just chill out together for a change.
That sounds great, sweetie. I think some relaxation time to shake off the stress of this year is just what we both need. I'll rustle you up some food to heal your worn-out body and mind.
Sorry I spoiled the atmosphere the day before you're going to see your folks.
It's fine, sweetie. You're right. I should have been more understanding. You're stressed and the last thing you needed was me on your case over things you can't help. I'm sorry, too.
I guess we both overstepped the mark a little, huh? What do you say? Should we make up? My shift tomorrow starts a little later than usual, so we can spend some time together in the morning while you get ready for work, and I can see you off. In fact, you know what? How about I drive you to the station?
Thanks. I'd really like that. If you want to relax at home before I work, I really don't mind taking the bus, though. Good luck with work. Spencer, I just got home. Where are you going?
Sorry, I went to my folks' place.
What?
My mom said I should come over for some food if I was on my own. You said yourself you might not be able to make it back tonight because of all the snow, right? I thought I may as well stay a while since I was going to drop by and say hi anyway.
I told you very clearly I'd be coming home early today.
Sure you did, but one man's early is another man's late. How was I supposed to know when you meant?
Forget it, it's fine. You'll be home soon if you're only staying for some food, right?
Listen, babe, the thing is, I can't make it home tonight.
Why not?
My mom said I have to stay over at her place. I'll be home tomorrow. Besides, I had a few beers, so I can't drive anymore. Sorry. I'll be home before noon tomorrow.
This is strange. Something doesn't quite add up. So you're telling me you're with your mom and dad at their house right now, even though your mom and dad are sleeping here tonight? Just whose house are you staying at tonight, Spencer?
What? My folks are staying at our place.
Yeah, your mom and dad are sat here with me right now, so I bought a bunch of food over.
Don't even joke about stuff like this. You know, I actually believed you for a sec there. As if my parents do that without telling me.
I'm telling the truth. They can see every message you sent me. They agreed not to tell you. The plan was to throw you a surprise party for when you got back.
Really?
Yes, really. Why else would I be saying it? Well, where are you? What are you doing? How about picking up the phone?
Well, you see, the thing is, I'm out drinking with my buddies right now. Sorry, babe.
So? Why does that mean you can't answer the phone?
Well, can you give me a few minutes?
Surely you can manage a quick phone call.
Sorry, listen, babe, but the thing is, I'm really drunk.
Why do you have to lie? I'd appreciate it if you told me the reason. Going out drinking with your buddies doesn't mean you have to stay the night. You could easily get a taxi.
I know, but I thought you'd be mad at me.
Where are you right now? Your dad says he'll come pick you up in the car.
No, that won't be necessary. I can make it home on my own.
How? You're too drunk to drive.
I'll get my buddy who doesn't drink to bring me. Just sit tight and wait for me to get back, okay? Won't be long.
No, we're going to do a video call, and you're gonna show me your surroundings right now. If you don't answer my next call, we're done. I'm done listening to your bullshit excuses. Your mom and dad can't wait to see you either. They say they want to hear what you have to say for yourself. There's something I need to talk to you about, Spencer.
Have you decided to forgive me?
No.
Please come home soon, baby. You know this has all been a huge misunderstanding, right? I only lied because I knew it might look bad, and I didn't want to make you think I was doing anything I shouldn't have been.
Which part am I misunderstanding? You were at your co-worker Katie's house. Were those rose petals on the bed in the background on the video call?
Sure I was, but it wasn't what it looked like, babe. I swear. How many times do I gotta say it for you to believe me? Me and her were just friends, it's not what you think. She has a kid, for crying out loud.
Isn't she a single mom? I guess it wouldn't be weird if she was lonely. But I never imagined in a million years you and her would...
No, it's not like that, I swear on my life. I'm not cheating on you, baby. I love you and no one else. Katie told you herself, right? Her kid really likes me. He was begging me to stay and I would have felt bad leaving him, that's all.
No matter which way you look at it, it doesn't add up. Why would a married man be at his single co-worker's house on a New Year's Eve, drinking wine on a bed covered in rose petals in a candlelit room? You and Katie have been having it away behind my back, haven't you? Do you seriously think I can forgive you for this?
God, why does everything have to be sexual with you? Katie's a sensitive girl, so she likes to set the scene, so what? Surely you don't actually think I'd cheat on you with someone with a kid.
What does her having a kid having to do with anything? You wanted to screw her, so you screwed her.
No, I could never do that with someone with a kid. He's nearly 7 years old. Surely you don't actually think I'd want to play stepdad to some little brat I don't even know. Like I need that kind of hassle in my life. Besides, I have you. Why would I need anyone else?
But the plan was to divorce me and marry her, wasn't it?
No way, you're dead wrong. Not only does she come with the baggage of a 7-year-old kid, but just think about it, babe. Katie might be the same age as us, but she went through childbirth. That does things to your body, like I'd ever go for someone that saggy.
Wow, you're horrible. You made Katie cry.
Huh? Wait, what?
I'm with her right now.
No way, you're lying.
Have I ever lied to you? Your mom and dad really were in the house with me before, right? Was I lying then? This might be hard for you to believe, but some of us have morals. Unlike you, I don't lie every 5 seconds.
I'm sorry.
Does that mean you finally admit? Not that it makes any difference if you do. Katie already told me you two have been seeing each other for the last 6 months. Score! Now I have all the proof of the affair I need. We'll be discussing this through our lawyers from now on. The divorce, I mean.
Rose, I was never serious about Katie. It kind of just happened. She said she was struggling with some stuff at work. I felt bad for her, so I said she could talk to me if she wanted, but one thing led to another and we got carried away.
So that's why you cheated on me? You think that magically gets you off the hook? At least now, I finally know why you've been coming late from work all this time. You were over at her place.
I promise I'll never see her again. She no longer exists as far as I'm concerned.
Do whatever you want. We're getting a divorce. It's not my problem anymore.
Rose, please just wait. Can we talk things through? Please just give me a chance.
A chance? A chance for what?
A chance to prove how much I care about you. I promise I'll never betray you again.
You had plenty of chances to prove you cared about me, but you were more than happy to treat me like crap when I didn't know about the affair. Take Christmas, for example. You spent it with Katie, didn't you? You've got some nerve to claim you care about me after lying and treating me like I didn't even exist for months on end so you could go off to your lover girl's house.
But me and her are done now, finished. Like I just told you, we'll never see each other again.
I don't care anymore. You had plenty of chances, and you blew them all away. The only thing now is divorce. I worked so hard to make things easier for you because I thought you were swamped with work. I know now what a fool I have been.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. I know I'm a dirtbag. Please don't leave me, I'm begging you.
You're the one who left me, Spencer. It was all nothing but lies. A relationship is built on a solid foundation of trust, and you bulldozed ours. I can never believe another word that comes out of your mouth. How could I possibly spend another second of my life with someone like you? After that, me, Spencer, and both of our lawyers got together to discuss the divorce, which was finalized quickly without any issues. He clung to the marriage desperately, refusing to accept his fate, but I had mountains of evidence of the affair, and not a single person had his back. Eventually, he signed the papers through gritted teeth with a tear in his eye. I heard his mom and dad told him he was no longer their son and to never show his face at their house again. He was forced to pay both me and Katie a hefty sum in compensation. I found this out during the divorce proceedings, but apparently, right from the get-go, he gave her false hope that they had a future together by filling her head with lies about how committed he was to her and her son. Apparently, even adoption was mentioned. Katie told me he would never gotten involved with him if she knew he was playing her. Still, cheating is cheating. She was forced to pay me compensation too, and my bank balance has never looked happier. She was furious when he made all those horrible comments about her body to me in those messages. Seething with rage, she told everyone at the care home where they work about their relationship while Spencer was on shift. He flipped out with the questions of, "Is it true, Spencer?" started flooding him from his co-workers. He stormed into the cafeteria and started yelling at Katie like he'd been possessed by a demon, after which the road to end all rows unfolded in front of virtually the entire workforce. With that, the shameful two became the talk of the workplace, and it was obvious they weren't going to be able to carry on working together. Within days, they'd both been moved to different care homes. Oh yeah, they got demoted for arguing in front of everyone. Sadly for him, his reputation within the company already preceded him at the new workplace, and his new co-workers all knew about his ignoble shenanigans. Lastly, I heard he's currently on leave for depression, unable to bear the shame and regret of it all. He'll probably quit before long. Not that I care. He's not my problem anymore. I'd like to think he'll use this time to take a long, hard think about his behavior and change for the better. But I'm not holding my breath. I felt a little emotionally unstable during the weeks after the divorce, between the shock of finding out my husband was a rat and the relief of being rid of him. My head was in a strange place, but I'm blessed to have an amazing support network of friends and family. And thanks to their gentle, kind encouragement, I think I'm slowly returning back to my bright, cheerful old self. It would be easy to be down in the dumps over what happened to me, but if you ask me, I dodged a bullet by finding out who he really was before I wasted any more time with him. Life is all about perspective. I'm not ready to look for love again just yet. My focus right now is being kind and patient with myself, and allowing my heart the time it needs to heal. But I'm still human, so I'm sure I want to meet that special someone eventually. I'm gonna build myself up into the best version of myself I can possibly be, so that when I do meet Mr. Right, he won't be able to resist.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Phew, I finally escaped from my dinner break.
Hey Gavin, rough day. Would you mind picking up some powdered milk from the store on the way home?
What? Me?
Yeah, I've been really busy looking after Jake and doing the housework today, so I was hoping you could pick some up. The store is on your usual route anyway, so it'd only take you a few minutes, right?
Why can't you do it?
To tell you the truth, Jake's been in a rotten mood since he woke up. We went shopping first thing, and he threw a huge tantrum right in the middle of the supermarket. I really don't want to have to go through that again.
And you didn't buy it then? You mean you forgot?
Yep, sorry.
God damn it! Are you telling me you're not even capable of buying powdered milk properly? I'm gonna be exhausted by the time I get off work, Jane. You know I work long shifts.
I'm really sorry, honey. I think I was still half asleep when I went out this morning.
You serious? You've got some nerve. Are you trying to say you're sleep deprived? You wouldn't try walking a mile in my shoes?
Huh? Why would you be sleep deprived? You get at least 8 hours, don't you?
'Cause that little twerp wakes me up crying 3 times an hour. Why does he cry so much? It can't be normal. Are you sure you're looking after him properly?
Of course I am. Why do you think I sleep in the living room? That way, I can get up as soon as he starts, give him some milk, and rock him until he calms down. I sleep on the couch precisely to avoid waking you up and messing with your sleep, Gavin. I know you need to be at your best to perform at work.
Well, it's not working 'cause he's driving me insane. I feel like I don't get a wink of sleep some nights. What's worse, he never stops. You know what? I'm just going to come out and say it. The kid's torturing me.
He's a baby, Gavin. Babies cry. If it's that bad, why don't you try wearing earplugs?
Why should I have to go to such extreme measures? Why can't you just do something about it? You're his mom, for crying out loud. Moms are supposed to be good at kid stuff. Are you sure you're rocking him properly?
I do it just like the midwives taught me.
My sister's kid's nothing like Jake when she's at my folks' place. She's quiet as a mouse. Why does our Jake have to be so disrespectful?
Oh, come on, Gavin. Disrespectful? He's just a baby. He doesn't wake you up on purpose. He's also not a robot with an off button, unfortunately. Every baby's personality is different. Some cry a lot, some don't. It's really that simple.
Well, my mom said I was every parent's dream. She never had to wake up in the night to calm me down. Does he get this from your side of the family?
So what if he does? What difference would it make? Jake cries a lot, and that's all there's to it. As long as he's healthy, I'm happy.
But I'm telling you, I'm stressed out and sleep deprived because of his crying. I can't go on like this. You need to do something.
Look, I'm sorry, Gavin. I'll try harder. I'll do my best to get up even more quickly. Hopefully then, I can calm him down before he wakes you.
That's all I wanted to hear. I can't keep tolerating it. It's beyond a joke now. You might be able to take naps in the middle of the day whenever you feel like it, but some of us have to work.
Jeez, what kind of life do you think I lead? I can't afford to take naps either. I might not work in an office, but it's not like I don't have a job. At least your job ends. I'm on the clock till my head hits the pillow. I can't even do the housework for 5 minutes without him grumbling about something. Do you really think I have the luxury of taking midday naps?
Surely you do some days. Not like me. I have to work every day after he wakes me up with his blubbering every night. Our positions are not the same. The only reason you two have a roof over your heads to make all that racket in the first place is because I'm constantly out slaving away at the office.
I said I'm sorry.
That's fine. All I ask is that you understand. Make sure you pay more attention tonight. I won't tolerate being woke up again. I am the man of this house, and my sleep schedule is important. If he starts crying, you're going to leap off that sofa faster than Usain Bolt and calm him down pronto. What would you do if I collapsed with sleep deprivation-induced exhaustion? The family would be finished. Finished, I tell you.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna take a nap. Go buy the powdered milk yourself. Mark my words, I won't let that kid and your laziness drain any more of my energy.
Gavin, what's going on? Why is the front door locked? Let me in.
You shut your goddamn mouth! I want you out of this apartment! You can't be outside in the hallway either. Jake's crying will echo even louder than it did in his bedroom. You'll get reported by the neighbors.
So let me in.
You had your chance to calm it down straight away when he cried. But you did it, didn't you? He cried, and he cried some more. And guess what? He woke me up again. I am done with this crap. Leave me in peace to sleep.
I didn't get a wink of sleep last night either. You think I enjoy this?
My life's a lot harder than yours. You can always catch up on sleep during the day, But I have to go to work. A bad night's sleep is practically a death sentence for me. Dragging myself out to the office every day was exhausting enough before we had the demon brat. But now I'm reaching levels of exhaustion previously unimagined. Oh, well, you do nothing but laze around all day on the sofa. Bad night's sleep, no problem. 3-hour nap. I should start calling you Snorlax.
I do nothing but laze around on the sofa? Oh my god. Gavin, I can't even believe what I'm reading here. And Demon Brat? Do not call your son a demon, you jerk! You're his father and you should be more understanding! Who kicks their wife and kid out just because their son was crying? You do know it's the dead of winter? Have you lost your mind?
What's the problem, Snorlax? I gave you the car keys, didn't I?
Stop calling me Snorlax! What do you mean the car keys?
I put them in your bag. I feel bad if you froze to death.
Wow. Are you saying me and your newborn son have to sleep outside in the car?
Bingo! The car has a heater. Plus, if you live in the car, you can take Jake out for a drive whenever you feel like it. You can get free hot water from the machine at the store you can make his milk with. Wow! Come to think of it, you're still gonna have it easy. You don't get husbands much kinder than me, you know. I surprise myself what a slow guy I am sometime.
This is kindness?
Would you rather I blew you out on the streets with nothing? Cause I'd be well within my rights given how pissed off I am about this kid's endless crying. You're lucky I'm so merciful.
I can't believe this. Gavin, you're a disgrace.
Watch your mouth, bitch! You do not talk to the man of the house like that. Anyway, you're one to talk. You let that kid cry all night despite knowing full well how exhausted I am. Wah! 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 It's all I freaking hear with you guys around. None of this would be happening if you just did your freaking job and looked after him properly during the day. If a kid cries a lot, it's the parent's fault.
But you're his parent too.
Sure I am, but you're the one who spends the most time with him. It's your fault.
Let me guess. 100% my fault? Babies cry. It's just what they do. What else can I say? There's nothing you can do about it when they're his age. Sure, I can calm him down sometimes, but there are times when no matter how much I hold him, no matter how much I feed him, he doesn't stop.
Well, learn how to control him.
How am I supposed to control a baby? Besides, I look after him and do everything around the house all on my own. Have you ever come back from work to a dirty house? To an unwashed plate? A stain on the floor? The answer is no. Do you know why that is? Because I do everything I possibly can to make sure you come to a nice, clean home where you can put your feet up and relax after work because I know how hard you work.
Good job, babe. Want a medal? You're a stay-at-home housewife. Obviously, it's a given that you're going to keep the house clean. This would be like me bragging about filing a report at work.
It is not a given. I have to look after Jake too. Do you know how hard it is to keep on top of everything all on my own? No, I don't want a medal, but I do want you to at least understand that I don't have it as easy as you seem to think.
Well, I support this family all on my own.
You should be helping me out more with Jake. I've been asking you ever since he was born, but you never listen. Would it really hurt to spend some time with your son every now and then?
I can't. I have a job.
Just because you have a job doesn't mean you don't have to spend any time with your son. It's not like I'm asking you to change his diapers or anything. I just wish you would spend more time with him. Aren't you interested in getting to know him at all? I gave up on asking you lately because I thought I was wasting my time. But I can't let go of it. You absolutely should be helping out more with your son. I feel like a single mother.
God, would you shut up already? You're so boring. I thought I might be able to finally get some sleep today, but now I'm so riled up it's going to take hours to calm down. You have no idea how much you rustle my jimmies, woman.
You're serious about making us sleep in the car, aren't you?
If you want to come back inside, you gotta apologize first. When you're on your knees begging for forgiveness on the doorstep, maybe then I'll consider it.
I'll pass. I'll sleep in the car.
Great. Fill my gas tank up while you're at it. You better not get the leather dirty either.
My mom and dad bought us that car to help out with Jake.
It was still a gift, and I drive it the most, which makes it my car.
I see.
You better not wake me up again. I'm switching my phone off. I want you both back in the car where you belong before I get home from work tomorrow evening. I don't want to see you or the demon Scrat face again. I just got home. You back in the car yet?
What?
What? What? What do you mean, what? I asked out of kindness because I'm worried about you. You should be more grateful. Anyway, guess what? I slept like a baby last night. I knew it was the demon brat making me feel like crap all this time. I just knew it. I feel great today. Full of energy.
Are you done?
What's got into you? Don't get cocky with me, woman. You'll start showing me the proper respect if you want to come back inside the house anytime soon. You must get cold in the car. Sorry yet?
I'm the one who has to say sorry?
Obviously. Go on, apologize. I'm sorry for making the demon brat cry. If you do, I'll forgive you and let you back inside.
What the hell did you do to my daughter?
Huh?
Don't give me, huh? This is Jane's mother.
Jane, are you playing a prank on me? Your parents live hours away from us. How can you be with your mom? Pfft, try harder.
Jane set off for our house in the car last night. She arrived this morning.
What?
She tells me you kicked her and Jake out and forced them to live in the car? Because Jake was crying all night, of all things? You're the biggest scumbag I've ever had the displeasure of meeting.
Did Jane really drive all the way out to you?
That's what I just said, isn't it? Her and Jake will be living with me and my husband from now on. I'll never let her go back to you.
You mean she's not going to live here with me anymore? I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I apologize for everything. Please, can I have her back? I got carried away. I can't have my wife living this far away from me.
Your wife? Don't make me laugh. You're getting a divorce.
Divorce? Are you joking? You're joking, right, Edith? Please, I said I'm sorry.
Do not Edith me, boy. I won't be your mother-in-law for much longer, and you certainly won't get any sympathy from me after what you did.
I'm sorry.
You kicked your wife and your newborn son out of your apartment and forced them to live in the car in the middle of winter while she was still recovering from childbirth. Do you think either of us can forgive you for that? Do you know how cold it is outside? It's December, you buffoon. The temperature is -5 degrees on a good night.
You're right. I've been an idiot. I'm sorry.
Do you really mean that? Or are you just saying it because she won't tolerate it anymore?
I mean it. I behaved childishly. But I was stressed out too, I swear. I was physically and mentally exhausted. I did things I wouldn't normally do.
I know you both had a lot on your plate, Gavin, but that doesn't justify what you did. I know it's not a competition, but Jane hardly had it easy either, you know. She barely got 3 hours sleep most nights herself. Raising a child isn't as easy as you seem to think. Not to mention doing all the housework on top of it. Would it have hurt you so much to have helped her out sometimes? She got no recognition for her efforts whatsoever. To the contrary, you actively mistreated her.
I know I messed up. I'm really, really, really sorry.
Jake might be your son, but you have no right to be a father. You'll never see him or Jane ever again.
Hey, Jane, how are you?
Amazing! I'm a million times happier than I was living with you.
I'm really sorry about how I treated you last week, babe. No two ways about it. I was out of line. But I've been working real hard for you and Jake this last week.
Huh? Am I supposed to know what you're talking about?
So I told my mom you said you were divorcing me and took Jake to your mom's. She rushed over to the house immediately to find out why. I figured there was no use trying to hide any of it, so I told her everything. She went crazy at me when she found out what I did to you. I've never been yelled at so hard in my life. Not only that, but she decided she was going to stay at the house to teach me some discipline, which means I got yelled at and ordered to do the chores every day when I got home from work.
Wow, really? I see. Your mom did all that for me?
She told me I need to learn just how difficult it can be to run a household, and boy did I learn. I understand why what I did was so horrible now, and I'm truly sorry. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You were working so hard, and all I did was throw it back in your face. Cooking, cleaning, looking after Jake, grocery shopping, taking him to appointments. I had no idea you did so much.
I'm glad you finally realized.
Does this mean you'll forgive me? Can we just forget about the whole divorce thing?
Just because I'm pleased you finally realized I wasn't lounging around on the sofa all day doesn't mean I changed my mind about the divorce.
What? Why? I just did the housework for a whole freaking week.
Oh, want a medal?
No, I just want to know I get it now, baby. I understand. I'll never give you a hard time again. I'll help out around the house. I even decided to try and be more patient when Jake cries at night. I want to change, baby. I'm serious about that.
I'm pleased to hear it. I take it you mean you want to change for your next wife? 'Cause I don't want you anymore.
Gah. So you're going to go through with the divorce? Did nothing I just said to you make you think about changing your mind for even a second?
Bingo! I just got done talking with my lawyer. Let's get all the legal stuff out of the way ASAP, shall we?
Just wait a sec. I don't want a divorce. I want you, me, and our son all to live happily together.
Too late.
It doesn't have to be. Jake's tiny. He'll never remember any of this. If you forgive me, we can start over and really make it work this time.
There's only one slight problem with that. I don't forgive you. Or rather, I can't possibly forgive you. You let me carry on day in, day out, more sleep deprived than a doctor on a 24-hour shift at my physical and mental breaking point for months. No matter how many times I asked you to come help me with Jake, the answer was always no. But if I didn't keep on top of the housework because I was so busy with him, even for just 1 second, you lost it and berated me. Living with you was like being in hell.
Jane, I'm so sorry.
You might think you can make it all go away with an apology, but I'll never forget what you did to me for as long as I live. On top of never helping, you actually had the nerve to suggest the way I was rocking Jake was wrong, or that he had something wrong with him. You called him a demon brat. You said he was disrespectful for crying. You abused both of us. The cherry on top? Being evicted from my own home and forced to raise our son in the car. Not only can I not forgive you for my own personal reasons, but I can't forgive you as Jake's mother.
My head was in a bad place back then. All that nighttime crying made me neurotic, or how to put this. I think I had a mental breakdown.
You think I didn't know it was bothering you? I wanted to help. You say you had a mental breakdown, but you still managed to go out drinking with your buddies as normal. Then after I finally managed to get Jake off to sleep, you come back at 2 a.m. drunk out of your mind, singing at the top of your lungs. You're the one disturbing the peace, not him.
I know, babe. I've been an idiot. But I'm a changed man now. I swear. Please come home.
No chance. Oh yeah, I have some more news for you. You need to be out of the house within a month.
Huh?
The house belongs to my uncle. Did you forget? The only reason we were able to live there so cheaply was thanks to my family.
I didn't know that, babe. But please, you can hardly expect me to find a new place on such short notice.
That's why I'm giving you a month. It's in my name, so I could tell you to leave now if I wanted to, and you wouldn't be able to do a thing about it.
Are you not listening to me here, babe? I'm really, really, really sorry. It's true what they say. You don't know what you got till it's gone. I walked a mile in your shoes, and now I know how hard things were for you. How you barely had time to sleep with the pressure of all your responsibilities. I tried cooking too. It wasn't the easiest, let me tell you. I have a newfound respect and appreciation for you, babe. I think you're amazing. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I'm disgusted with myself. You deserve better than how I treated you.
I don't want to see your faces again. Remember when you said that to me when you booted me and Jake out and forced us to live in the car?
I just said that in the heat of the moment.
Whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. Whether you meant it or not, I'm done with you. I am so done. You had endless opportunities to put things right before it came to this. You're the one who treated all my attempts at discussion with disdain.
Jane, please come home. I'm sorry. I never thought you'd divorce me. I've been a fool. I was out of control. I think I needed something like this to bring me back down to reality. I'm sorry.
I'm busy. I don't want to hear any more of your pathetic apologies. If you have anything of substance to say, it can go through my lawyer.
How can you be too busy to discuss our marriage?
That's rich considering you dismiss me every time I try to discuss it with you until now. Our marriage is over. Not so nice when the shoe's on the other foot, huh? I'm done listening to you. You've tired me out enough already. How about you get lost and let me relax for a change? After that, we hashed out the particulars of the divorce through our lawyers. He begged and pleaded with me to reconsider until the last. But his desperate appeals were crushed beneath the weight of the righteous indignations of both of our moms, who, needless to say, were disgusted with him for the way he behaved. Eventually, he signed the divorce papers through gritted teeth. If he was so desperate for me not to divorce him, it kind of makes you wonder why he wasn't just nice to me in the first place, right? I guess my ex-husband is just the kind of person who has to lose something completely before he realizes how much it meant to him. There's no doubt in my mind that if I forgave him, he'd be back up to his old tricks before long. How do I know, you ask? Because even when discussing the divorce to our lawyers, he still made thinly veiled attempts at justifying his behavior, like saying he kicked us out because he was struggling mentally. It was at that moment that I knew I'd make the right decision. He wasn't sorry. He just wanted to make me think he was. I doubt he even knows what it means to feel remorse. After I gave him his marching orders from the house, he found a shabby old apartment in a desolate, run-down part of town. He messaged me the other day, complaining that the walls are as thin as cardboard, and told me he gets woken up at least 5 times a night by his neighbors, who sound like total party animals. Oh, the irony. He told me he's struggling to keep on top of the housework, and isn't sure how much longer he can cope. I can't block him because he pays me child support every month, but needless to say, I wasn't interested in anything he had to say, and I left all his messages unread. He can carry on living tormented by the pain of regret over what he did to me forever for all I care. My parents were super cooperative when it came to looking after Jake when I moved back in with them, and I can now proudly announce that I'm no longer sleep deprived. Gavin's mom even sends him presents sometimes. I feel blessed to have such an amazing support network, and honestly, my stress levels are virtually non-existent now. It's amazing what wonders not living with a guy who treats you like dirt can work on the mind. I'll never take any of it for granted, and I intend to carry on working hard, raising my son, while letting all of the amazing people in my life know how much I appreciate them. I'm thinking about starting work again the year after next. But until then, I'm gonna dedicate all my time to raising Jake. Here's to the future. Let's make it a good one, folks.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, John. You remember that the job we asked you to do is due today, right? Are you going to be able to finish it in time?
I'm sorry. I don't think I could do it today.
What? And you couldn't tell me that sooner? I feel like you have been slacking off a bit recently. I know I'm your wife, and it's easier for you to not take our company too seriously, but we are still your proper client.
One of my important clients suddenly asked me to do something for them, and that messed up my whole schedule.
That has nothing to do with us, so. And you talk about an important client, but our company probably has the longest relationship with you. You have to value each and every job you get equally. You're going to lose credibility if you keep doing this.
I'm sorry. I promise this won't happen again. I will definitely finish it by tomorrow.
Thank you. You have to understand that I'm in a difficult position. I don't want people to think that I'm cutting you slack because we are married. Please remember that.
Yes, I understand. But your boss likes my illustrative work too, right? I mean, it's not just you?
Well, yeah. But that's a different story from you not meeting the deadline.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Is your schedule that tight right now?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I can cook supper for us tonight then.
Are you sure? I mean, it is my turn to cook today.
It's okay. I can do it tonight. I think I can finish a bit early today anyways.
Thank you. I'm sorry I'm always relying on you so much.
You don't have to be sorry at all. You would do it for me too, if it were the other way around.
Of course I would, but still. I feel like the amount of work you have to do isn't really fair compared to mine.
Well, you are in a creative field. That requires you to always think about work and use your head even when you're not working. It's not like you have a set time to start and finish your work like I do. Every job is hard in its own way.
I'm so grateful that you chose to be with me, you know? I feel so fortunate to have such an understanding wife supporting me by my side.
What's gotten into you?
Well, actually, there's another reason why my schedule is so tight right now. You know my childhood friend, Rachel?
Yeah? Didn't she move out of state for her husband's work or something?
Yeah, she did. Apparently they're getting a divorce now, and she needed someone to talk to, so we were chatting for a bit.
Is that so? That must be hard on her.
Her husband is unbelievable. Even though he's the one who kept neglecting his family, he lost it completely the moment Rachel started seeing somebody else.
Wait, what? Hold on for a sec. You mean she was having an affair?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But it's all her husband's fault to begin with. Apparently he's been very cold towards her, and even yelling and screaming at her as well.
That's horrible. But still, she should have waited until they broke up. I understand why she would want to have someone to rely on in such a hard situation, but she couldn't have done something before she decided to have an affair?
She wasn't trying to have an affair, you know. It just happened out of the blue.
I'm sure there are people who would understand and support her like you do, but most people would still see it as an affair and judge her because of that.
I know! Her parents wouldn't even let her stay at their place because of it, even though Rachel has no one else to turn to, and she's been a housewife forever up until now. Isn't it horrible?
What about the guy she's seeing? I thought he was supporting her through the divorce.
As it turned out, he was also married. Of course Rachel didn't know that.
That is a very messed up situation.
I wish I could do something for her, but so far the only thing I could do is to just be there when she needs someone to talk to. I've known her since we were little kids, and that's all I could do for her when she needs help the most. I feel helpless.
I don't think you need to feel helpless. I'm sure having someone to talk to who's also supportive of her is making a big difference for her. I'm sure you are being a big help.
You think so?
I know so. And she has to be the one who decides her future from now on, so you do what you can do to help her for now.
Okay. I'm sorry to have bothered you like this while you're busy at work.
Don't worry about it. I was on my lunch break anyways. You can concentrate on your work for now. You feel better now that you let that all out of your system, right?
Yeah, I should concentrate. I'll make sure to finish your company's project as soon as possible.
Hey, John. Are you out somewhere? I just came home.
Oh, hey, sorry. I'm just on my way home.
Where have you been? You were supposed to be in charge of the supper tonight, but I don't see anything prepared yet.
Yeah. Is it okay if I just pick up some takeout tonight? I'll stop by somewhere on my way home.
When are you going to be home?
I'm not sure. I just left, so it'll take me about 40 minutes or so.
That's pretty late. I can whip up something easy for tonight then.
Really? That's great. Thank you.
Did you have a meeting or something?
No. Rachel asked me to see her, actually.
What? Rachel? She came all the way out here?
She got kicked out right after they submitted the divorce papers.
Is that so?
Hey, Miranda. What do you think of us taking her in for a while?
What? I don't know if I like that idea. I feel like things are going in a weird direction.
She doesn't have anyone else to turn to.
Well, I know, but I hardly know her. I know she's your good friend and she means a lot to you, but I don't mean to sound harsh, but she cheated on her husband and therefore got kicked out, right?
I told you she didn't mean for it to happen.
That doesn't matter. She still did it.
My precious friend is in trouble.
I want to help her. I know you do, but it's one thing if she needs to hide away from a domestic violence husband or something, but she's the one who chose to be in this situation. Even if I agreed to let her stay with us, how long are you thinking?
She just needs some time to rest and heal her wounds, and she wants to look for a job.
Right, but I still can't agree with this idea. I'm sorry. I don't care if you help her out financially using your own money, but I want you to separate that from our joint finances.
I can't believe this. I didn't know that you could be so ruthless.
What? You think I'm being ruthless?
Yeah, aren't you? If you can easily ignore someone who desperately needs help.
You are not really making sense.
Think about it. She's good at house chores. Wouldn't she be a great help for us, since we're both busy working and all?
Well, yeah. We are both working, but you work from home, and you have more free time at home than I do. That's why I ask you to help out with the housework.
You are right. I do have more free time. But I think it'll help me work harder if Rachel came to help things out.
I thought your work isn't too busy right now.
If Rachel could do our house chores, I could feel more motivated to work harder on getting new clients.
Shouldn't you do that despite having Rachel around to begin with?
Well, you know, I have been taking on 70% of the house chores and you're only doing 30%. I always feel like I need to cut back on my workload because of that.
You think I'm only doing 30%? I think I'm doing more than that.
No, that's not true at all. You probably don't realize this because you're busy working outside. There are way more small chores to do than you realize.
Well, if you say so, but that doesn't mean I can agree on letting Rachel stay with us.
Why not? I don't see what the big deal is. It's only for the short term.
It is a big deal because I know it's not going to be short term, and I didn't say anything about you supporting her personally. I think I'm being very reasonable already.
We all have to help each other out when someone's in trouble.
I would never ask for such a favor from my friend if I were in her shoes, especially not to a married guy friend. I know she's in trouble, but it's a bit hard to understand.
I never thought you could be so heartless.
I never thought we would disagree on things like this either. Anyways, you have to come up with a different solution for her. Like I said, I'm never going to agree to this.
I have an idea if you're going to be that way.
What do you mean?
I think I'm going to stay out a bit longer tonight. I'm worried about Rachel. You could go ahead and eat supper by yourself.
Wait, John, are you planning on staying out for the night?
I don't want to be with someone who doesn't have a heart.
Hey, John, do you mind elaborating on this? Aren't you being too selfish?
You mean about how I brought Rachel home?
We talked about this. I don't want her staying with us.
I can't help it. She has nowhere else to go.
Have you even looked into the details on a woman's shelter? I heard that they help support women in these types of situations.
Why does she have to go to a shelter when she could stay with us? She could never relax in a place like that.
I know she's already here, and I can't suddenly kick her out or anything. But she has to find somewhere else to stay this week. I can't wait longer than that.
How can you say such a horrible thing? Do you realize how badly hurt she is?
I don't know the details of what happened between Rachel and her husband. And yeah, maybe it was her husband's fault like you say. But I still think she put herself in this situation herself. She should have asked for a divorce before she finds someone else. Then her parents wouldn't have cut her off like that.
What's the point of talking about what's already done?
Well, I know you can't change the past, but that doesn't mean you should do something I don't appreciate.
Miranda, have a heart. Rachel and I grew up together, so she's like family. Maybe for other people it seems like she made a bad mistake, but I want to be on her side even in that case.
I get where you're coming from, I really do. But you can't ignore my feelings like this. I'm sorry, but I still can't let her stay with us.
You still don't get it? I would consider getting a divorce if you keep acting this way.
What?
I'm that determined.
Oh, is that so? I didn't think you would bring up a divorce. You can do whatever you like then. But you should probably worry about yourself since you just lost your job.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that there's no reason for my company to give you any more business ever again.
That's oppressive!
Who's being oppressive? Aren't you the one who's threatening divorce to get what you want?
But divorce and work are completely separate matters.
You have to understand that I give work to any illustrator that happens to be available. And I choose you only because you're my husband. Our company can always pick other illustrators to work with. You only got this work because you had me as a connection.
You're threatening me.
It's not like we have a long-term contract or anything. You could try suing us if you'd like, but I doubt you would be able to win.
I only want to help Rachel. I can't just leave her all alone when she's in trouble.
I have been having a difficult time understanding your selfish behaviors anyways. I mean, should there be any other person who's more important than a husband's wife?
Hey, Miranda, are you still not coming home?
Is it Rachel there?
Well, yeah.
It's been a week, as we promised. The fact that you still have her there means you decided to prioritize her, right?
No, that's not the case. I was going to ask her to leave, but she was really down from what she went through, so...
So...
I'm sorry.
Saying sorry doesn't change anything.
Miranda, please. I want you to come home.
What makes you think that I would? In fact, I'm going to come by just to pick up my stuff. One of my colleagues helped me find a new place.
What? A new place?
Yeah, we are getting a divorce, aren't we? I'm going to need a new place to live.
I didn't mean that seriously.
So, you only said it to threaten me? That's even worse. Either way, that really disappointed me and made it easy for me to contemplate divorcing you.
Hold on a second. I don't want to get a divorce.
Do you even understand what's causing the situation we are in right now?
Please, I'll do anything. I will get more clients without completely relying on you. I'll make sure to pay any expenses related to Rachel.
Are you still talking about Rachel?
Well, because if I don't help her, she's...
Well, you can live happily ever after with Rachel then. I will stop by with all the paperwork we need for a divorce within the next few days or so.
No, I don't want to break up.
What? Aren't you the one who brought up divorce to begin with?
I told you I didn't mean it seriously.
That was something you should have never said. I can't stay married to someone who uses the divorce card so lightly, just as a tool to threaten me.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
I'm way past the point where I would even consider forgiving you. And are you so blind that you can't even see how Rachel is just using you? What kind of woman cheats on her husband, gets dumped because of that, and also gets dumped by the guy she cheated with, and then asks her married guy friend to take her in after that?
She was just in shock from the divorce.
She's just refusing to take any responsibility for anything she did. Why do I have to provide support for a woman like that? She thinks she can just mooch off of people to survive, even if it means she's breaking up the other family. She wouldn't do that if she had any common sense. She knows that she caused us all these relationship issues and still has the nerve to stay in our house.
Don't say it like that. I'm sure she's just trying her hardest to overcome the situation.
I'm trying my hardest to overcome the situation too. Would you have cared about me more if I showed that I was hurt and heartbroken more obviously like she did? I was trying to work and live my life as per my usual self, but I was hurt.
I'm sorry.
It's too late for any apologies.
Okay, I'm going to ask Rachel to leave. And I will try to keep you away from all her troubles from now on. Does that sound good? Would you forgive me then?
Definitely not. The person I'm upset about the most is not Rachel. It's you.
I promise to listen to you about everything from now on. Please don't abandon me. How am I supposed to live without you?
I thought you said you were going to work harder to earn more? You can work hard and make enough money to provide for Rachel. Also, we always said we would both do the house chores equally, but I always have had to do more. Even for your job, you can never meet the deadlines and always ask me for help in the end. I have always supported you because you're my husband. But this was asking way too much, even for you.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure Rachel leaves. Miranda, I'm really sorry. I was taking you for granted. I was getting too selfish and wasn't thinking about you at all.
Too little, too late. I can't forgive you even if I wanted to, because apparently I don't even have a heart, right? You'll have to excuse me on that.
You're not heartless. You always cared for and thought about me.
You do remember you're the one who said those things to me, right? But I think you were the real heartless one here, because you chose to care more about another woman rather than someone who supported you by your side all these years. After that, I was able to divorce him. My ex-husband kept fighting for a while to try to avoid divorce. But in the end, he wasn't able to make Rachel leave and realized he had no right to fight the divorce as a result. He also had to give up his job as a freelancer and start working for some company to pay for the rent. He was just barely making ends meet, and apparently, he wasn't happy with Rachel for not doing anything all day at home, and they kept fighting with each other. In the end, Rachel met somebody else and left him. He finally realized who Rachel truly is after that, and he told her parents about the whole situation and where she is right now. Apparently, he completely cut off any relationship he had with her and regrets everything. I found out all of this from a letter he wrote me through our lawyers. But the only thing I thought after reading his letter was how stupid he is. I don't regret anything. It's nothing to do with me, even if he is regretting everything he did. I don't think we will ever get back together ever again. Since we got divorced, I was able to focus more on my work, and I'm really enjoying my single life. And my life got so much easier as well. John claimed that he was doing more house chores, but it was obvious that I was taking on more. I always had to deal with all the dishes and the laundry that he left out every night after I came home from work. But now that I'm alone, I only have to take care of myself. And I don't feel any unnecessary stress. And yes, maybe Rachel triggered this, but I feel like we would have broken up sooner or later anyways. I had chosen to support him and his career, but I learned that there is a limit to that. I don't have any time or space to heal my wound like Rachel did, but I have my family, friends, and coworkers who care about me. I will work hard for my career and remember to spoil myself from time to time. And completely forget about this nightmare and move on to find my own happiness again.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.